Hi, I'm Lawson with SchoolSoft, and thank you for checking out the Conference Manager. With so many scheduling applications to choose from, it can be tough to know which one is best for you and your school. At SchoolSoft, we pride ourselves on being the very first application created exclusively for parent-teacher conferences. The Conference Manager has been around since 2008 and has booked over 41 million parent-teacher conferences around the world. At SchoolSoft, supporting our schools really is at the forefront of everything that we do. Every school that we work with is assigned a member of our school success team to help with any question, regardless of how big or small. We're a team of lifelong educators and are well aware of the challenges unique to schools and districts. We're also a PowerSchool partner. If you use PowerSchool and want to learn more about our integration, please visit our website for more information. If you don't use PowerSchool, that's no problem at all, as the Conference Manager works as a standalone application regardless of your student information system. But before we dive into the Conference Manager, there's a few things we need to touch on first. The Conference Manager supports all three types of conferences, and those are telephone conferences, virtual or video conferencing, and keep in mind that the Conference Manager integrates with your school's pre-existing video platform like Skype, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Google Meet, so don't worry about having to learn or download a new video software. Lastly, the Conference Manager handles traditional or in-person conferences. And of course, we'll learn how all of these work later in the video. The Conference Manager is also unique in that it was built for the three different parties involved in parent-teacher conferences. The first user type is the system or office administrator, who's always in control of the conferences. The second type of user is a staff member, who stays organized and better prepared. And lastly is parents, who avoid frustration and save time with the Conference Manager. So keeping in mind that there's three types of users, let's hop right in and see how the Conference Manager works for each. We'll get started by logging in as a system administrator. Again, this is usually an office admin. Upon logging in, a system administrator is brought to their custom dashboard. It's here that they can see a snapshot of their current round of conferences, view a master schedule, manage their conferences, and manage parent and staff accounts. This includes the ability to book a conference on behalf of a parent. But first and foremost, SchoolSoft's instructions and support can be a user's best friend. The Conference Manager was built to be easy to use and has instructions for every step of the way. But let's start with a blank slate to see how easy it is to create a round of conferences. Throughout setup, all a user has to do is follow the setup wizard. Each aspect of the Conference Manager is broken down into simple instruction and works in 4 steps. The first is to create a conference round, which will allow us to control when the system opens and closes for parents. Secondly, we'll create a conference session. After that, we'll select common breaks for staff, and once complete, we'll have the option to make sure everything looks good for parents. To create a conference round, all we have to do is fill out the conference round form. In just a few clicks, we can set the parameters for our conferences. The Conference Manager allows you to send a note to all parents, control when parents have access to book their conferences, manage the number of bookings that a parent can make, and toggle additional reminders to keep communication with parents easy. And in less than a minute, our conference round is complete and we can move on to creating a conference session. Every conference round is built up of multiple conference sessions. So let's say your conferences are on a Wednesday during the evening and a Thursday during the evening. This would mean we have to create 2 different conference sessions. Fortunately, it only takes a few clicks to create a conference session. To get started, you'll complete your basic session information. This includes things like the date, the start time, the finish time, and the duration of each conference. You can include additional information or even include a buffer or travel time between conferences to keep our staff organized. The Conference Manager handles every aspect of our bookings, regardless of how big or small. Once we've inputted the session info, we can toggle our meeting type. It's here where you can choose between virtual conferencing, telephone conferencing, or in-person conferences. As a system administrator, we can also toggle parent comments. Our feedback has shown that parents love the ability to be able to input a comment or a question prior to their scheduled conference. At the same time, parent comments allow staff to be better prepared for each meeting. Alternatively, staff can include a note for parents upon booking to eliminate any confusion. It's here that you can toggle whether they can schedule their own breaks as well. To finish off a conference session, we must add the teachers we'd like to include. This is very simple in the Conference Manager as our staff list is automatically populated and it's just a matter of checking a box. As previously noted, this conference session is for our grades 1 to 3 teachers, which we've already selected. Once our general session information has been submitted, we'll be prompted to select a common break. The Conference Manager makes it easy to schedule a break on behalf of all teachers to make sure that they'll have a bit of a breather on the night or evening of their conferences. Once we're happy with our common break, it's as easy as clicking Submit. As a system administrator, we've now created our conference round and a conference session. For this example, I've gone through and showed us what it would look like to create a few more conference sessions. Once we've accounted for all of our conference sessions, our work here really is done as a system administrator. You can consider your conferences to be on autopilot. The Conference Manager will automatically email parents inviting them to book and sends automatic reminders and confirmations. Of course, as Office admin, we'll always have the ability to monitor our bookings, view parent comments, and make any changes to our conference round or conference session. But most importantly, the Conference Manager keeps us flexible as an Office administrator. But let's go see what booking looks like for parents. Once logged in, parents will be brought to their custom Conference Manager dashboard. It's here that they'll have an option to view a note from the school, select their conference session, manage their existing conferences, and manage their profile. Parents love the Conference Manager for how easy it is to book. To get started, let's select a conference session. In just a few clicks, parents can select the teachers they would like to meet and preview a master schedule showing their availability. It's here that parents can view every available time slot to build a schedule that works best for them. This saves parents hours of waiting around a school or waiting around online. To book a meeting, a parent can simply click an available time slot. It only takes a few seconds for a parent to confirm their meeting. Scrolling down the confirmation form, a parent has the option to toggle between their children at a school. What this means is that parents don't have to take multiple laps around an application to schedule or book each meeting. Let's say it's my child Jordan at the school that I would like to meet with the teacher. If a system administrator toggled the virtual conferences we mentioned before, parents will receive a preview of their instructions here. For telephone conferences, a parent can simply input their phone number that they can be contacted at. Scrolling down is the field where parents can input their comments or questions. The Conference Manager also sends a confirmation email for each booking. To round out bookings, a parent simply repeats this process for the rest of their desired conferences. This keeps parents happy as the process is simple and painless. To make future edits and changes easy, parents can manage their currently booked conferences on the right-hand side of their screen or under the My Conferences tab. If parent-teacher conferences are in person, all that is left is for a parent to show up to their booked conference. The night before a conference is held, the Conference Manager will send out a reminder email to parents giving them all the information they need. For attending a virtual conference, all a parent has to do is log back into the Conference Manager at the time of their scheduled conference and click on a given meeting link. This meeting link will bring a parent into the teacher's virtual meeting room that was previously set up. And that's all it really takes for parents to use the Conference Manager. It doesn't require technical expertise or any experience using the application. But now that we've looked at how a system administrator and a parent would use the Conference Manager, let's see how teachers manage their bookings. Upon logging in, a staff member is brought to their custom Conference Manager dashboard. It's here that they'll have complete control and oversight over their conferences. With the Conference Manager, there is always a full list of instructions, video tutorials, and support for our staff members, system administrators, and parents. Staff can view their instructions by clicking here or visiting the SchoolSoft Help Center. Once logged in, a staff member can preview the sessions that they're involved in by clicking here. Let's say we log in and want to preview our Thursday evening schedule. If permitted, staff can schedule their own break, view parent comments, add other attendees like fellow staff or a translator, and even book a meeting on behalf of parents. For in-person meetings, staff can easily print off their schedule with comments or view them on a laptop or tablet device. To keep schools flexible, staff can initiate virtual conferences depending on how the system administrator has set it up for them. By clicking the Start Now button next to any meeting, the conference manager will send an email to parents inviting them to join their virtual meeting. If parents are given this information beforehand, staff simply need to be in their personal meeting room prior to a scheduled meeting. It's here that parents will join and be admitted into the conference using the school's pre-existing video conferencing software. And for staff, that's all there is to it. The conference manager handles the tedious work for administrators, gives flexibility to parents, and allows our staff to be better prepared. Today we walked through everything quite thoroughly, but in practice, the conference manager is a breeze. Based on feedback from over 170,000 parents, the conference manager received over 4.5 stars for overall experience, and even higher than that for ease of use. And if you try the conference manager, we'll even ask parents if they want to keep using it. So far, we're quite happy with the results. We encourage any school or district interested in the conference manager to use it for free for your upcoming round of conferences. Each trial includes a custom parent feedback report so you can make an informed decision. The free trial also includes full access to the conference manager and is not a light or silver version. And lastly, there's absolutely no commitments with a free trial. Visit SchoolSoft.com to try the conference manager today. I'm Lawson, and on behalf of SchoolSoft, thank you for watching.